Welcome guys, I'm Ryland Shank, and over the years I've sold $10 million plus in sales for different companies. And so what I want to do is just show you guys, sales comes easy to me, so show you guys what I do to really just have a bunch of success in this area. So let's start off. Number one, introduce yourself with confidence. This is huge, guys. It really just sets the table and sets the standard. So what sounds better? Hey, I'm Ryland, how are you? Or, hey, I'm Ryland Shank. I'm the Senior Account Executive over at XYZ Company. I'm going to be taking care of you today. How are you? Ask a question. Now, number two, set the expectations for the call. Hey, today we're going to be going over this, this, and this, and then afterwards I'll send you an email, follow up, and we'll go from there. Sound good? And a lot of the times, they'll say, sounds great, awesome, and then that'll lead you into wherever you want to go, but simply it really leaves it open for, at the end of the call, you're setting yourself up. You can potentially one call close it if you have the opportunity, but if not, you've already set the expectation for what's going to happen, okay? Number three, asking good discovery questions. This is really key at the beginning because you want to be able to get inside of their business, where they're at currently, and just kind of make it so you don't ask any dumb questions or anything you shouldn't in your pitch or whatever. So this is really something that I would recommend, just simply asking questions like, what's your role in the company? How large is your organization? Where are you guys currently spending marketing dollars or whatever? And by the way, anything I speak about, I'll try to put it in my own terms. So I may talk about pretending like I'm selling SEO or something of that nature, okay? So that's number three, is asking those good discovery questions and just finding out as much info as possible. But you want to make sure you ask like 3 to 5 questions. You can ask more, but then it becomes a questionnaire that they don't want to do. Number 4 is simple pitch. You want to create a pitch that is so simple, at the end of the call, they're going to be like, wow, this just makes so much sense. How do I sign up? There's been so many times where that's happened to me, where I say, hey, do you have any more questions? And they say, yeah, Ryland, how do I get going with you guys? And that's what you want, right? Doesn't always happen that way. But a simple pitch, let me give you an example. So let's pretend we're selling SEO, and what we want to do is simply put it in a term that like an 80-year-old grandma would appreciate and say, oh wow, I want to purchase. And this is what that looks like. You would simply say, okay, imagine SEO is simple terms, get me on the first page of Google, right? Right. And what that means is there's 200 ingredients. So let's pretend it's like a cake. A cake is like 15 ingredients, whatever it is. Let's pretend we spend so much time doing all these ingredients and we put it in the oven. It smells amazing, comes out, looks amazing. You can't wait to get a piece of that action, right? and you finally, I hand you a piece and you are like, wow, it smells amazing, looks amazing, it's spongy, oh, I can't wait. You take a bite, guess what? It's disgusting. Well, what happened, Ryland? Damn it. Guess what? Ryland forgot one ingredient, the sugar. That's what SEO is if you spend all this time, hard work and whatever into Google content or SEO, backlinks or whatever it is, then you are forgetting only one ingredient over here, the front end of your website, and just make it all relating back to it. So if you forget one ingredient consistently, then it's going to ruin the whole thing. That's the same thing that happens with SEO. It's 200 ingredients. There's about 5 to 6 ingredients that are uber important to do consistently. You see how that works? It kind of like all ties in with the story, okay? Number 5 is tell stories. This is very important because people are emotional creatures, and I call this emotion-based selling, really getting into the psyche of relating, and people just want to relate with you. So if you can do that throughout the whole entire thing. Now, you don't want to be telling a bunch of stories, but 2, 3 quick little stories throughout your pitch, that goes a long way, okay? Kind of like what I just did. Number 6 is ask questions. This is very important, and I'll try to explain this in the easiest way. When you get to the expert level of selling, then you can kind of finesse your questions and kind of set people up for the questions that you want to have placed in there in certain times of the conversation. But for now, let's focus on the easy part. Asking questions is simply like, throughout your pitch, does that make sense to you? You want to make sure they're engaged, and that you want to ask questions that are going to be easy for them to say yes, but make sure that they're still engaged. So that's what that one is. So like, for example, you could say, be doing your pitch, and usually I'm talking, and I talk fast clearly, so I'm talking for, 30 seconds, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, telling a story, whatever it may be. And you want to be able to ask questions, does that make sense? Can you relate to that? What do you think of that? Anything like that they can basically put their 2 cents in, okay? All right, let's move on. Number 7 is recap and emotionally bring them back. What I mean by this is you simply want to go through your pitch, recap everything that you guys are going to provide and build up. It's this value add that you're going to provide to them. So we're going to give you a custom website. We're going to do the content for you every single month. You're going to have your own dedicated account manager. All these things that you go through, whatever you're selling, all the valuable things that you are providing, and bring them back emotionally and build this picture, again, emotionally based, right? So build this picture in their mind that we're going to be doing all of these things for you specifically, okay? Number 8, guys, is option close. And what I mean by this is after you've built the value, right, in the previous step of recapping, emotionally based, you want to option close them, simply like, a lot of people have 6 or 12-month contracts or something of that nature. So it would look something like this. Hey, Dr. Sorensen, so what we got for you? You go over the recap. What we got for you is this, blah, 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 all this stuff. Okay, so here's what I got for you. We can go ahead and do the 6-month agreement. Here's what it looks like, blah, blah, blah. Here's the price, $9.99. That's what you go over. And then, or we have the option of whatever it is, blah, 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 12-month agreement, here's the price, $1,500, on the 12-month agreement, you're going to save this, this, and this, blah, 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 whatever your sales is of that you guys offer, and then from there, you're going to say, which one would you like to do? And pause. Let them just think. And see what they say. And it's okay if they're not like, I want to do this one. A lot of the times, guys, if you shut up right there, which one would you like? They will tell you, even if it's awkward. Whoever speaks first loses. So you have to be quiet. So ask that question, which one of these options would you like to do? Shut up. Well, I really got to think about it, I don't really know, whatever it is, right? And if they do it, great. But usually, 80% of the time or whatever it is, they'll say, I got to think about it. Whatever their excuse is does not matter. But then you can critique this to your pitch. Say, okay, I understand that, blah, 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 whatever. Well, what if this? I'm on your side. Always be relating with them. I'm on your side. So what about this? I just had an idea. If I can go get, and you got to have this, already planned in your mind. If I can go knock off $3,600 on the year for this. I'm not saying I can. I got to go talk to my VP. But if I can go knock this off for you today, will you get signed up with us today? If I can do that for you, I'm going to go to battle for you. What do you say? And then pause. Shut up again. Okay, and actually that's a great closing technique, guys. There's a lot of people that I've closed doing that, and you'll be surprised. Either they say, yes, go find out, and then you stall, go check and make sure it's okay, whatever, come back and say, I did it, I got you hooked up, this is going to be awesome, blah, 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 whatever you say, but that's what you want to do is option close, and this is the great part, guys. Everyone thinks that you lost the sale if they say no. Those guys are idiots. No, you didn't. What you need to do is simply follow up. Follow-ups are key. There's so much money that is lost in follow-ups. I don't understand these salespeople that just lose them. Anyway, I'm going to get sidetracked. My point is that you are setting this up to have your own sales process. So either you close the deal, option close them, go to your VP and close the deal still, or you say at the beginning of the call, you simply said, hey, I'm going to send you some information. So then what you do is you have the exact same email, maybe custom tailored to them, whatever, but you're going to basically say, okay, that's okay, no pressure. You don't want to be that pushy asshole sales guy. So no pressure. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to send you this information, blah, 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 whatever it is that you explain to them, and then I would love to set a follow-up call. If I don't set a follow-up call, I talk to 80 people a week. I'm never going to talk to you again. So if that's okay with you, let's set a follow-up call for next week. I have Tuesday or Thursday, again, option close. I have Tuesday or Thursday available. What works best for you? It'll give you time to mull it over, and then we can go and follow up on Tuesday or Thursday. What works for you? Again, shut up until they reply. And right there, guys, you will know if they're serious or not. If they don't want you to follow up, or they say, oh, I'm busy, or if they keep coming up with excuses, then screw them. I mean, yeah, follow up with them still and whatever, but these guys are not, they're not going to sign up if you have to freaking force their hand. Damn it, sign up now! It's not going to work, and they're going to cancel anyway if you force them into signing up. Anyway, my point is that I literally have sold, on average, like 20 accounts of multi-$1,000, tens of thousands of dollar contracts, 20 on average every single month for a year straight, and I was the #1 sales guy at a company. And my point is that I've done that with following this process and making sure that you also put those follow-ups in your calendar. So if you do this and option close them, and then if you don't even, it's okay, guys. If you don't option close them and they don't close that day, just make sure you do your due diligence and following up with them and being on the ball. And then your sales job becomes, you kick back, relax, and oh, yep, look at my calendar. Yep, got 3 follow-ups today, 3 potential closes, blah, blah, blah. Got 4 pitches and whatever, so on and so forth. So anyway, my next video, it's going to take me some time to put together, but I'm going to do a mock kind of call so you guys can see this whole process. And if you notice, guys, I have energy. You may not be like me, but you can still, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. So that's something that is really key I've noticed, is that little things like that get people excited. You can be kind of boring on the phone, and you don't have to have all the energy that I have. But listen to this. If you say something like, blah, 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 your pitch, whatever, and then you say, and guess what else? And guess what? Guess what else? Or whatever. You pick these little one-liners. And again, you guys know what you're doing and how your personality is. So pick something and custom tailor it to your personality, but pick something that's engaging and gonna get them saying, wow, guess what? What else? We also do social media. It's amazing. Whatever you say. But anyway, I'm gonna throw together another video for you guys to do a mock demonstration of this, and hopefully it helped. Let me know, guys. Comment any issues. I mean, I'm in my own world. I kind of see the vision and the whole thing very clearly. But comment. If you guys want me to help you out in some other area, some other issue that you're having, just let me know. And if this video helped you out, guys, subscribe. I would love it. I spend a lot of time putting these together, and I really want to put a lot of thought into the future videos, and it just helps me out. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Happy selling.